so different afterwards.
It's a warrior sickness. It's not a coward sickness.
Never too late.
I guarantee you it'll help you.
It will change your life.
It turned my life around.
You can find peace.
I never thought I could feel this good.
Walk through those doors, take the step.
Go get help. It's the best and bravest thing you could ever do.
Treatment works.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, with the winter weather on the way, we'll hear from the Michigan State Police on how drivers can stay safe on the road. Plus, a community resource fair is held today in Escanaba, looking to help families in need while also combating the stigma of homelessness and poverty in the UP. And in Washington, D.C., their Christmas tree has arrived. We'll check it out after it was brought all the way from Alaska. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Sky's going to be mostly cloudy here in the Marquette area for tonight. The wind's dying down, but still pretty brisk, about 10 to 20 miles an hour. You can see the temperature's not changing much, dropping into the lower 40s. And the rest of the Upper Peninsula looking pretty cloudy as well. Might squeeze out a few flurries here and there, but nothing of consequence. And lows you can see low 30s toward Iron River and close to the 40 as we head toward the eastern part of the Upper Peninsula. Got weekend plans. We have that weekend forecast later in the show. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Tom. And the winter weather will be here before we know it. And the Michigan State Police are reminding people to drive cautiously as conditions start to change. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy had the chance to tag along with an MSP driving instructor to bring us more on how to stay safe with winter on the way.
During the winter of 2023, there were over 30,000 crashes caused by winter weather in Michigan, 59 of them fatal. Those numbers are down from 2022, and Michigan State Police are hoping to continue that trend.
The snow has not shown its face yet, but it's always good to be prepared.
MSP says knowing how to regain control of your vehicle when you hit a slippery patch of road can help prevent a crash. Precision driving instructor Sergeant Ryan Davis let me drive with him while he demonstrated some controlled skids at the MSP's training school skid pad.
We're going to go into the skid right now.
Sergeant Davis told me the number one rule is not to panic. If you can feel your car start to enter a skid, keep your foot off the brake, turn into the skid, and look in the direction you want the car to be going.
So you want to look where you want to go. The car's going to go into a skid, and just don't panic. Nice, smooth steering inputs.
Knowing how to navigate the winter roads can prevent a major crash. You never know when you might hit a deer or a snowbank. Remembering basic driving safety reminders and preparing in advance could keep you safe while traveling this winter.
Leave a little bit earlier when the snow starts to fall in the early morning and the roads are slippery, so we're not rushed to get to work or school.
Winter is officially less than a month away. Sergeant Davis says getting your vehicle ready now and preparing for the change in driving conditions will be an important part of helping them continue to lower the number of crashes this season. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
In 2023, homelessness in the Upper Peninsula increased by 18% from the year before. Today, a UP organization held an event to help those facing the growing issue. The Menominee Delta Schoolcraft Community Action Agency hosted a community resource fair at Bay College. Vendors offered necessities like free food, hygiene products, healthcare resources, educational materials, and employment services. Organizers hope to raise awareness and break the stigma surrounding homelessness and poverty.
Many of my clients as an outreach worker have jobs, they have an income, but they can't find housing. Legislators need to make some decisions. Breaking that stigma is so important to help get people on board to help.
From this, we can all come together and hopefully make homelessness rare, brief, and non-reoccurring.
For information on resources available in Delta County, visit WZMQ19.com. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in our nation's capital. Today, the Capitol Christmas tree arrived after traveling thousands of miles to D.C. from Alaska. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
Along with some cheers and a motorcade, the Capitol Christmas tree makes its grand entrance.
This year marks the 60th anniversary of the Capitol Christmas tree, and we are honored to have this Sitka spruce all the way from the Tongass National Forest, located in the great state of Alaska.
The Capitol Christmas tree, better known as the People's Tree, is an iconic part of the holidays in our nation's capital. But finding the perfect tree takes a lot of work.
The entire selection took about a week. They narrowed the search down to about 8 trees. So they went through their over 1 million acres of forest to really narrow down a selection of candidate trees that I would be able to take a look at and really look at what is involved to make the perfect tree. So 30 foot, 25 to 30 foot bottom skirt to being roughly 70 foot tall. This one topped out at 80.
And getting it here is a huge task.
It's a great honor. This is my second time. I did it in 2015, and I'd do it again if I get another chance.
This is our tree. This is a tree of the people, and I'm one of the people. And I've got to deliver this, and I feel good about that.
The tree traveled thousands of miles across land and sea, spreading holiday cheer along the way.
But the real journey is the people. Every show and tell all the way across the country. And that show and tell is good because everybody's high. There's no grouches. Everything's great. It's the people who made a great trip.
At the U.S. Capitol, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Plus, in case you missed it yesterday, we'll hear which UP company was awarded Veteran Business of the Year. And later, we'll see what all goes into putting on a drone show as the Detroit company prepares for Silver Bells in Lansing tonight. We're back after this.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight, CBS Fridays are heating up.
It's a new beginning, and I want to be there.
Release the hostages!
A new SWAT.
Call my team and tell them to buckle up.
A new Fire Country.
I need to fight fire.
And the final season of Blue Bloods.
That boss is alive.
3 epic shows. 1 unbeatable night of heroes.
Enjoy the ride.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
It all begins CBS tonight, starting at 8/7 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Sometimes our neighbors need a little help. I'm Kevin Hodge from 19 News. Again this year, WZMQ 19 is partnering with Goodwill to help people stay warm. And you can be part of Operation Warm Up. Bring gently used hats, gloves, and coats to area Goodwill stores or shop Goodwill and simply round up at checkout to donate. Go to WZMQ19.com and click the Operation Warm Up box for more information. All of us at WZMQ 19 thank you for sharing your gifts.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Recliners, recliners, recliners. Nobody gives you more choices than Shunk Furniture Marquette. There's a tremendous selection of high-leg recliners in stock or custom order. We have the largest selection of La-Z-Boy rocker recliners, hundreds of styles, sizes, and colors to choose from. And a great selection of leather and leather power recliners, all here for you to try. We have big chairs like the Beast and small chairs that will fit just about anywhere. They're all 25 to 35% off. Shop Shunks at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Let's check out those headlines as we head on through the weekend. Looks dry for tonight, by the way. Might squeeze out a few flurries here. And it is looking dry overall for the weekend with maybe, again, some passing showers or a few flakes of snow. And as we head toward Thanksgiving week, we'll be checking out daily look here. But for now, it doesn't look like we'll see much in the way of any big storms. So here's our futurecast as we head on through the balance of tonight. You can see we might pop up a few flurries here and there on that northwest flow coming off of Lake Superior. Break here and there for Saturday. Kind of a typical lake effect day. And then looks like cloudy skies will continue as we head towards Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. So the winds currently out of the northwest. They'll be not too bad, about 5 to 15 miles an hour through Saturday morning. And overall, we don't expect a lot of wind. Nice break from the chilly winds that we've had. Now let's go slow on this one here because you may have some plans as we head on through next week. This is kind of an early look at travel plans. Now, a lot of color here. This is for Monday. By the end of the day, if you're traveling on Monday, note we have a lot of these lighter blues here. So that means lighter snows. We don't mind too much of the kind of purplish blue here. So there may indeed be some snow as we head toward Monday into Monday night, but it doesn't look bad if you're getting an early start on your travel plans. Now Tuesday, not too bad. Like I said, we're not real bullish on a lot of snow here for Tuesday during the day. In fact, notice out toward Wisconsin looking good, but again, lighter colors here, and we don't like pink either. That's the mixed bag and freezing rain. We're not seeing much of that as well. Wednesday, of course, the travel day probably for many of you. And as we go through the day, Wednesday looking pretty good here. Not much in the way of precipitation. Again, some snow, maybe a light accumulation, not seeing more than an inch or two as we head on through next week. And Thanksgiving, maybe some lake effect here. We'll be watching that. But overall, as mentioned, no big storms. So for tonight, looking at mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees. And then into tomorrow, we're looking at cold air. Tough to get above 40. May set off a few showers or some wet flakes of snow here. Just cold and mainly on the dry side. Here's the rest of the 7-day for Marquette. Of course, we're having some looks like we're going to have some showers here, maybe some wet snow, and then wet mix for Tuesday and Wednesday. Cold air, as you can see, but no major accumulations. We'll be watching, though. You know, things can always change here. And for Wednesday to Thanksgiving, not too bad as well.
Thanks, Tom. And when we come back, we hear how Downtown Day Out in Marquette went last night, with businesses and customers taking advantage of the occasion. We'll be right back after this.
Optimize your home during Kirkish Furniture's Black November sale. This GE stainless steel refrigerator now $1,399. Bosch stainless steel built-in dishwasher just $584. 12-month no-interest financing and free local delivery all month long at Kirkish Furniture.
Attention families with a loved one in a nursing home. If your loved one has suffered from bed sores, falls, broken bones, dehydration, or even death, you may be entitled to a substantial settlement. If you have a loved one who is injured in a nursing home, we will find out what happened. State violations are found against nursing homes every day. You have a limited time to file your claim, so don't wait. Call 800-261-0666 and speak with one of our attorneys. The call is confidential and free.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans. Compare drug coverage. Compare costs. See if you can save. And make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Compare plans now at Medicare.gov.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's Christmas time at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. The tree is up and the stockings are hung by the chimney with care. Come shop our timeless diamond stud earrings, gemstones of every color, and fashion jewelry that will capture her heart. Give the gift of love wrapped up with one of our signature gold boxes with the burgundy bow. Shop Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
At Richardson Jewelers.
The UP is a great place, but sometimes the weather changes quickly. You'll always be ready with the WZMQ 19 mobile app. Available free right now from the App Store. Your local weather power tool from WZMQ 19. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Now to some stories you may have missed last night. An Escanaba employer has been recognized for its commitment to hiring workers who have served in the armed forces. WZMQ 19's Lily Simmons has the story.
Today, Upper Peninsula Michigan Works and state legislators honored the 2024 Veteran Business of the Year, EMP.
We machine mostly conventional products, aluminum and steel, so gray iron, casting. We also are fully automated. All our automation engineers here sit locally. We have tool designers that sit here locally, tool room, full apprenticeship program that we grow here.
At EMP, 10% of the workforce is made up of veterans.
Veterans have always been important to EMP. UP Michigan Works introduced us to a new veteran program. That was really nice because we didn't know that was necessarily out there.
UP Michigan Works collaborates with Veterans Employment Services to help them transition from service to civilian life.
A lot of veterans just want to come home, so we want to be able to help them come home, and at the end of that is employment so they can take care of their family. They need another career.
One such veteran is Nikki Owens, who served in the Army National Guard.
I trained at Fort Jackson in South Carolina to be a paralegal specialist, so I went through JAG Corps training, and I was stationed at the 107th Engineer Battalion in Ishpeming.
In addition to resume and interviewing assistance, UP Michigan Works connected Owens with a benefit that will allow her to earn her master's degree and helped her secure her current position with EMP.
What attracted me is the benefits here, their respect for veterans. People come in and they don't leave. This is really a top-tier employer, and it's hard to sometimes find that high-quality position in somewhat of a rural area.
UP Michigan Works says that dedication to employees, particularly those who have served, is what makes EMP the 2024 Veteran Business of the Year.
EMP has been a long-standing partner with Michigan Works, and we have a lot of different programs out there that we can help you with. So come talk to us.
There's always been a long-standing acknowledgement for the value of our armed forces and veterans. So anything that we can do to help, we will always do.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
What started as a ladies' night of shopping during deer season has turned into a full-day event for everyone. Our John Truitt tells us how Marquette's Downtown Day Out went last night.
Today was Marquette's Downtown Day Out, formerly known as Ladies' Night Out. However, this year, the Downtown Development Authority chose to expand the promotion to include the entire day, allowing more people to participate. Michael Bradford, promotions director for the DDA, says it's all about getting people downtown.
We want people to be aware of what downtown has to offer. It's not just retail, it's not just restaurants, but there's also experience and service. It's very diverse. It's a quite large downtown.
The goal is to get people to shop local. The money spent at local businesses tends to stay in the community.
Because that money stays here, and it does far more for your community than, say, if you hit Black Friday and shop at the big box stores on 41. It's very important to shop local.
At the Evergreen Market, business was good, providing a much-needed shot in the arm during this historically slow time of year.
We thrive in the summer, but we take a huge dip in that fall space. So it's really helpful to get the community back in here. Christmas is coming up. We have great products in here, and it's such a great event to just be out and meet new people and see what everyone has to offer.
Among the most popular elements of Day Out is the Passport. It lists all participating businesses and their Day Out specials. The goal was to visit at least 10 places from the list, which qualifies you to win one of several large gift baskets.
Almost every person I've talked to has a passport, which is also really cool because I get to look at where else they've been and be like, oh, this place is really cool. I heard they have really cool stuff, and really continue to tell people about other businesses in the area.
In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Lansing is getting ready for its Silver Bells in the City celebration tonight. Across the state in Detroit, the Firefly Drone Company is working to finish their performance that will finish out the night. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with the organizers about the preparations leading up to tonight.
The city of Lansing is getting ready to welcome an estimated 40,000 people downtown for this Friday's Silver Bells in the City.
Everything is coming together really nicely. We're excited to celebrate 40 years of Silver Bells with the community.
The evening kicks off with shopping in the Silver Bells Village, followed by a lighted parade, performances from musical guests, and the lighting of the Capitol Christmas tree. To wrap up the night, the Firefly Drone Company puts on a one-of-a-kind performance over the Capitol Dome, one they've already been planning for 6 months.
The magic is definitely trying to figure out how to make 200 drones look as impressive and as interesting and detailed as possible.
Firefly has been designing their own drones and creating elaborate shows since 2017. The process starts with a development team that works on the software and builds the second-generation Firefly drones used in the shows. Then the animation team takes over, creating a digital version of the drone show using a computer program to animate exactly what the drones will do in the air and how that'll contribute to the bigger picture.
Eventually, we translate that into drone paths, where then we leave it to our operations and pilot team to perform the show and fly the animation files that we've made.
This year, the 200 drone light show will be 15 minutes long, adding to the 60,000 rooftop lights, 10,000 Christmas tree lights, and 10,000 LED bracelets to be handed out during the celebration.
It brings joy, comfort, and hope to so many. And we're really looking forward to a really special night.
All of those events will kick off here in downtown Lansing at 5 p.m. tomorrow. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
And of course, Silver Bells is tonight. Coming up next, Mike Ludlam is in with your look at sports. He has the highlights of the NMU women's soccer team taking on Drury on a rainy afternoon. That's coming up in 2 minutes.
This life that I'm building, I want it with Gabriella.
You're almost through training. Do not let him mess up your goals.
I'm your new boss. Show me your fire in the field. You could be excellent, but I see a lot of things pulling your focus.
So, me and you're wrong. We're the problem. I need to choose between being the best firefighter or you.
Fire Country is all new. CBS tonight, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Welcome to Car Breakdowns 101. I'm your Professor Ice-T. If your car is out of warranty, a car breakdown could eat you alive. Look at that car. The transmission alone could cost you $3,000. And that engine? How much do you love your kidneys? Don't even get me started on the computer system. That's a small fortune. Do what I did and call CarShield. They get expensive car repairs taken care of so you don't have to. Class dismissed.
Call 800-552-1961.
Another thrilling week to play football. The NFL on CBS. Catch all of the action this week on WZMQ 19. This Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs travel to North Carolina to battle the Panthers at 1. See you this Sunday for the NFL on WZMQ 19.
We're celebrating R&B.
I see y'all was getting y'all groove on right with me.
So we gotta have a legend. How about John Legend?
All right.
Plus, she's up for 4 Grammys. It's money long.
I had to show out for Jennifer Hudson.
You outdid yourself.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Monday at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. The NMU women's soccer team reached the NCAA tournament for the 3rd straight season. The Wildcats made the trip this time to Ashland, Ohio to face the Drury Panthers from Missouri. Now, it was rainy, it was windy, and it was moving from left to right during the contest. NMU just misses off a free kick there. Molly Pistorius just a little off with the header early on. To the other end, Drury strikes first. Andrea Camargo would get the goal from Elena Perez. That's at 27:38. Drury had a 1-0 lead. And Drury would strike again a little more than 10 minutes later. Kara Lovell chipped this one over goalie Sally Patton, and that made it 2-0 at 40:29 to be exact. Then another goal, doggone it, for Drury as Audrey Camargo, yes, they are twin sisters, gets the goal off the free kick, and that gave Drury a 3-0 lead after the first half. Now, Northern scored quickly in the second half. Molly Pistorius will get this one to go in on the low left side. Maria Storm and Hannah Costamo with the assists, but Drury scored one more in the final 9 minutes to post a 4-1 win. Drury meets the host Ashland Sunday. On the other side of the bracket, Grand Valley State blanked Missouri St. Louis 2-0. Maryville defeated McKendree 3-2, so the Lakers will face Maryville in the other regional semifinal Sunday. NMU ends the season with a record of 14-4-4. The Michigan Tech hockey team hosts Minnesota State this weekend. The Huskies and Mavericks are tied for the CCHA lead with 12 points, but Tech has only played 4 games, Minnesota State 6. These two teams met at Winter Carnival last February, and they know a test like this early in the season is kind of a crossroads point.
The next 8 games are, there's going to be a lot of definition of what our team actually is through this. And yeah, I think they're 16th in the pairwise or whatever. They're right behind us in the standings. There's a ton to play for. Now, it's going to be a hard, grindy game. It's going to be a hard, grindy series. Special teams are going to play a big part of it. And then really, it's just going to be who's going to kind of impose their will more than the other team.
The rivalry that occurs between the two clubs is both play with passion and competitiveness. There's been a toe-to-toe marker for each program for a long while. They've had the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament here. It's good hockey. We're at that mindset right now, collecting points and going on the road against a very good opponent, and it is meaningful. We want to play head-to-head against what everybody has been told and said that are some of the better teams in the league.
Face-off is a little less than 45 minutes away. Tomorrow's contest begins at 6:07. NMU is off this weekend. Lake Superior State visits Alaska Anchorage Saturday and Sunday on the Late Late Show. The all-GLIAC volleyball teams were announced today. Ferris State took many of the top awards. For Michigan Tech, setter Tess Hayes is on the first team, along with outside hitter Meg Robbie, and NMU's all-time kill leader Jacqueline Smith. On the second team, Wildcats setter Allie Barlow, middle blocker Megan Meyer, plus Michigan Tech's Paige Wagner and Rachel Zurich. An honorable mention going to Gia Waters of Lake State, Casey Miners of the Huskies, and Liesl Hagen of the Wildcats. The Green Bay Packers host San Francisco Sunday. The Packers are 7-3. The 49ers are 5-5. Green Bay head coach Matt LaFleur is very happy with his tight end, Tucker Kraft.
I think Tucker's coming along, doing a great job. I don't want to compare him to Kittle. Kittle's done it for quite some time now, but I think Tuck's got a high ceiling, and I think he works and prepares the right way, and hopefully we can continue to get him more and more involved as we go, and there's a lot of things he can still improve upon. I think he'd be the first to tell you, but his mentality and his approach is the right way. That's why I've got a lot of confidence that he will be the best player that he can be, and he's going to continue to get better and better and better.
Kickoff Sunday from Lambeau Field is 4:25 Eastern. The Lions visit Indianapolis Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern, and we will be right back.
It's the season for giving, and you can contribute to a great cause right now. Last year, you helped Operation Warm Up collect donations of new and gently used hats, gloves, and jackets. This year, bring your winter clothing items to a local Goodwill store or shop Goodwill and round up with a cash donation. Donated items will be given to those who don't have a place of their own to keep warm. More details are available at WZMQ19.com. Operation Warm Up continues through November, brought to you by Goodwill and WZMQ TV 19.
As children grow up, they face a lot of choices. Choices that affect their future or determine their character. Families can support their choices with a Met Prepaid Education Savings Program, where you pay for future education at today's prices. It's a safe, secure way to give them a debt-free start, or get back at least what you put in, often more, if they choose a different path. Because you can't predict the future, but you sure can prepare for it.
Who'll be there when there are voices that need to be heard? Who'll be there when amazing rises up or a need for a warning comes falling down? Who'll be our ears and our eyes? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Whether it's on air or behind the scenes, there's a world of opportunities waiting for you. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
She's inquisitive.
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Cold, near the freezing mark along the Wisconsin border, mid-30s elsewhere. Tomorrow, hard pressed to get above 40. It's a cold one. Fortunately, not too windy. You can see some of you, we may set off perhaps a few isolated showers, perhaps some flakes of snow here. The rest of the 7-day, we're looking at a good chance that we'll see some chilly temperatures certainly for Sunday, and then a little mix on Monday here. Tuesday and Wednesday, a little bit of chance of maybe getting a light accumulation of snow for your travels, and snow showers into Wednesday. But again, not much here. And Thursday, just a few drops or some flakes here and there for Turkey Day. Hopefully you can get out and enjoy.
The city of Negaunee is looking for the public's help to determine the future of use of the Vista Theater. Negaunee City Manager Nate Heffron says they're planning to open its doors in 2026, marking the 100th anniversary of its opening. The city will be holding 2 more input sessions in the coming months, and Heffron says it must operate as a theater as part of its funding conditions, but the Vista could be so much more than that. And that's all we have for now, folks. We'll see you later tonight.